Howdy folks, Andrew here with another review tip from Pulling Strings Archery. I have here with me today a 2013 Elite Hunter. This is indeed my personal bow. This is the bow that I'll be taking out into the woods in 2014. I purchased this bow new, overstocked from an archery shop in December of last year, so I've yet to hunt with this bow, but I do have an Elite GT500 that I loved and thought I would splurge on a new bow. You can pick this bow up, price range of around $650, $650. Brand new in the box. I bought mine from eBay. You can purchase yours from eBay as well. And that's one of the things that I like about Elite Archery. That's one of the things that first attracted me. You see, I'm probably like most of you and don't have a lot of money saved up for new bows, and needed to get something that was a little bit more economical, cost effective, and I wanted to get something that was a little bit more new, something that I would, feel proud taking out to the woods. Not that you shouldn't feel proud with an older bow, but I wanted something that I bought brand new. I had never bought a brand new bow, and I began to research, look around. And what I found was that the Elite Archery warranty is second to none. That is what first attracted me, and that's be the first thing that I review about this bow. They stand behind their equipment. They stand behind their word. Several testimonies, several people I've talked to, they say that Elite Archery stands behind their equipment. For instance, no matter where you purchase the bow, new, used, online, not online, if it has the Elite name on it, and it has a serial number to match the bow, this bow is warranted by Elite for its lifetime. Things like the riser, limbs, cams, things that aren't going to break down, like your string and things, and the rubber's not warranted, but the rest of the bow is warranted, limb pockets, all that stuff. And from what I looked at on their website, it's fairly easy to get a hold of some of these things so that you can get them repaired, replaced if they do end up breaking down. Anyway, long story short, that's what first attracted me to Elite Archery, because like I said, I buy used bows, and when I shot the GT500, I just fell in love with the bow, and I thought that the Hunter could only be better. So I decided to go ahead and give it a try. Some of the specs on this bow, I have mine in the Realtree camo. I'll bring it up closer to the camera so you can kind of see some of the details. But it is 31 inches axle to axle. It is a 7 3/4 inch brace height. Brace height being the distance from the back of the grip to the string here. Very forgiving bow. It's supposed to be very forgiving. It is IBO rated at 70 pounds and 30 inches with 350 grain arrow at 323 feet per second. Now, this is what I found about the bow. Really like it. It meets many of the specs. I didn't get this bow to be a speed bow. Certainly not a speed bow. I did chronograph this bow with a 360 grain hunting arrow at 29 inches and 63 pounds. Couldn't quite get it down to 60 pounds, but 63 pounds, and it was shooting 274 feet per second. Don't have a video of that, but you just have to take my word for it. But 274 feet per second. It is supposed to, at IBO speed rating with a 350 grain arrow and 70 pounds at 29 inches, it's supposed to be shooting 313 feet per second. So I struggle to think that this bow will meet IBO speed ratings. There again, I didn't buy it as a speed bow. I bought it as a hunting bow. It's short, it's compact with a forgiving brace height, so I decided that I would take my chances on the speed rating and get a bow that was comfortable for me to shoot. One of the first things that you'll notice about this bow, that I noticed about this bow, is that the cams, let me turn the light on my camera on, the cams the cable slide rod and the limb stop rod are all coated in like an olive green cover to match the camo. Very innovative, very cool. But even above and beyond being innovative and cool and looking cool, it serves a purpose. And that's what I found about everything that is on this bow. It all serves a purpose. Elite is very forward in their thinking, and that coating is actually Cerakote coating. Same coating that people put on their, AR firearms and things of that nature. Very durable, consistent, and actually what I found is that it aids in the smoothness of the draw and gives less friction for the cable slide to move across that rod, and the draw therefore results to be a little bit more smoother. We're going to draw this bow back. I'm going to shoot it for you. I'm going to show you how it shoots, how it sounds. Dead in the hand. The accessories that I have on it are a Knapp Apache stabilizer, a G5 Rock sight, and just a standard Whisker Biscuit rest. But back to the looks and aesthetics of this bow. Elite, like I said, does a great job on their aesthetics. Their coating, the Elite archery bow, the GT500 that I had, it was a 2010 model. You can tell strings have been changed a couple times. That bow had been shot, and the coating was just in impeccable shape. The finish was in impeccable shape, and I know they've upgraded. This bow also has the Barnsdale limbs on it, and if you know anything about archery, you know that Barnsdale is known for their fiberglass limbs. There again, though, Elite stands by their warranty and stands by their equipment, so they'll warranty anything in case it breaks down on you. I haven't had any issues. I've been shooting it for the past 6 months. Really like the bow, and really think that it's a keeper for sure. Another feature that I'd like to note on the cams, it's a dual cam bow, as you probably already have noticed. Let me bring this up to you. They are module specific cams. You have to get the specific module, and I'll show you. It's kind of hard to tell, but the module consists of this piece here all the way down to here. This is the module. Again, I have the 29-inch module, but within the module, what I liked about this bow in specific was that your draw stop was a limb draw stop, so you get a real solid back wall, but at the same time it's adjustable. If you like a real short valley, or you like a little longer of a valley, you can adjust the limb stops, and there are marks on the cam for you to be able to do that, but you can adjust the limb stops to give you an adjustable valley on the draw cycle. And I really, really, really like that. Again, Elite thinks of basically everything. Why don't I grab some arrows, and I'm going to shoot this bow, give you my impression of the draw cycle, and go from there. Again, I'm just shooting my regular hunting arrow, 360 grains. Very smooth draw cycle. No hiccups, no grainy feeling. Very smooth draw cycle. A little heavy at the start, but it peaks. It peaks nice and quick, and it breaks over nice and quick. It doesn't stay at that peak weight very long. I'm holding 63 pounds. I usually only hunt with 58 to 60 pounds, and this is no problem for me to hold this. Very comfortable in my hand. No mush in the back wall, but a very comfortable valley. Let me creep with it. And if there's anything about these Elite bows that I like, is that you can't hardly creep with them. You almost have to feel like you're forcing the bow forward. They do have creep in them, but that cam engages in such a way, breaks over in such a way, that you don't have to hold very much weight back at all. And there you see, very little creep. I'll go ahead and shoot the bow for you. Any noise you heard from the bow was from that Reinhardt 18x1 getting smacked with an arrow. That's it. This bow is dead quiet. Almost no vibration in the hand, and I've shot it without the stabilizer and the sight. Without the stabilizer and the sight, and what I've noticed is that most of the time if you leave the sight on there and you shoot it without a stabilizer, there's a little bit of residual vibration from the sight into the riser. None. Even without the stabilizer. The only reason I got the stabilizer on there is for counterweight, for better accuracy, because this bow doesn't need it. Negligible, if any, vibration at all. Let me go ahead and put one more arrow through, and that'll be the last impressions, and we'll go from there. A little stiff to start, but there again it breaks over real nice. Smooth all the way throughout, quiet. Nothing. Nothing. The bow didn't even hardly move in my hand. My impressions of this bow are far and above that. It is certainly a bow that I'm going to be taking out into the woods with me this year. If I had one qualm about this bow, to be real honest with you, is that I wouldn't buy this bow for a beginning archer. It does take some getting used to. The short axle to axle length does render this bow less forgiving than my GT500. My GT500, I mean, I can stack arrows at 40 yards. As soon as I got it, I was able to stack arrows at 40 yards. This bow, you have to practice with it. You have to get used to it. It's certainly something for a more experienced archer, because it is a little bit more difficult to be accurate with this bow, particularly because of the short axle to axle. Very forgiving brace height, but what I found is that the axle to axle probably has more to do with your accuracy than the brace height ever does. As well, longer shots, I'm probably not going to be taking this bow out. If I've got a 50, 55 yard shot, obviously I'm not going to take that if it's not a perfect condition, but if I got a 50 or 55 yard shot presented to me, then I'm going to be taking that GT500 out every day of the week, because it's just longer axle to axle, more forgiving. This bow, great. Anything 40 yards or less, great. But it just doesn't have the speed to carry you out there to 50 yards, and it probably doesn't have the forgiveness. Your form has to be good with this. You have to know how to shoot a bow to shoot this bow. But if you're an experienced archer and you're looking for a comfortable, easy to shoot bow, this is the bow for you. Once you get used to it, like I said, now I've got no problem stacking arrows. The only problem is the speed. And like I said again, I did not get this bow as a speed bow. But if you are a speed freak, this is certainly not the bow for you. 274, 280, and I've talked to a lot of guys that shoot my specs 29 inches, 60 pounds, 65 pounds, and that's about what they're getting. 270 to 290 feet per second. You're not going to reach 300 feet per second with this bow. And there again, I think Elite shoots the bow IBO without all these leeches and speed knocks and stuff on there, and those all take away from the speed negligibly, but they do. So let me know how you like this review. Let me know if there's any other questions you might have, anything you might think that I should add to my reviews. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye.